Before I get into this video, I just want to go ahead and put out a little disclaimer. I am not giving you advice on if you should get the vaccine or not. Okay, that is entirely on you. It is up to you and your free will to make that decision for yourself. You have to decide what is best for you. This video is about how I came to the conclusion that I've come to. This does not mean that my decision will or will not change over time. This is just my personal opinion on the vaccine and my plans on if I'm going to get it or not. Now, with that being said, I want to go ahead and give you guys some context as to how I reached this decision. Now, about a year ago, when the virus really became a national disaster, in a sense, when it started to gain more exposure and quarantine happened, I was not a believer. If I'm being completely honest, I was very, very skeptical of the virus. I'm not going to say that I didn't think it existed, but I definitely thought that it was being overblown. And the reason why I thought that is because I didn't see anybody around me with the virus. I didn't see anybody in my circle or in my extended circle who had actually contracted it. So as a result, I just assumed that it wasn't that bad. And that was pretty much the mindset that I had for a while. I went through quarantine and I kind of kept living my normal life. I was being very reckless. If I'm being completely honest, I was being very, very reckless when it came to the virus. Now, that kind of changed when I started to see people around me getting it. Okay, that's when I realized this is a real thing. This is a very, very real thing. Because I'm seeing people that I know, I'm hearing stories from people that I know, that people that they know got it, people that they know had family members that got it, and some of these people are not surviving it. And this is when I started to realize that, yeah, this is an actual legitimate issue that I should at least be aware of. Now, that doesn't mean that I need to panic about it and lock myself in my room for the rest of my life, but it's something to be aware of, and maybe I should take precautionary measures, not only for myself, but for other people. And that's when I started wearing masks and things like that. Because for a while, I was one of those people. Okay, I'm going to be completely transparent with you guys. I was one of those people that did not believe in wearing masks. And I know that there are a lot of people out there that still don't believe in that. Okay, I live in Texas. In Texas, it is not a normal thing to wear a mask. Unless you have to, you probably don't wear a mask outside. And that was one of the biggest culture shocks that I received this last time I went to LA at the beginning of February. I was not used to seeing people wearing masks outdoors. People in Texas don't do that. Okay, if you live in Texas, you know exactly what I'm talking about. People here do not take the virus seriously at all. And at first, I liked that. I liked that because I was one of those people. But obviously now I have a different perspective, seeing people that I know and even family members contracting the virus. And I had a family member pass away from the virus. And once that happened, that's when I realized, yes, this is serious. Okay, this is something that I need to really be mindful of, and this is probably going to affect my day-to-day routine. Now, like I said, I am not locking myself in my house. I'm still going out doing the things that I need to do, filming my videos, traveling, getting my vlogs done, all of that. Okay, I'm still living my life. I'm not going to let anything stop me from living my life. But at the same time, I'm moving a little bit different. Now, with that being said, although I am taking precautionary measures, I am not going to be getting the vaccine anytime soon. Now, I've spoken about this quite a few times in my live streams, which, if you guys didn't know, I stream every Sunday at around 4 o'clock Central US time if you want to stop by and ask me any questions. But anyways, I've spoken a lot about why I do not want to get the vaccine, at least for now. And the reason why is because I don't think it's a good idea to be one of the first people to get a vaccine. Period. It doesn't matter what the vaccine is for. I genuinely don't think that that's a good idea unless you are an at-risk person, unless you are required to do it. For example, my sister, she is in medical school. They are requiring her to get the vaccine. Me, personally, I'm a YouTuber. I spend most of my time at home. So I don't really have a reason to get the vaccine. I know this is going to make me sound like one of those hippies or whatever, but I don't really believe in vaccinations and medicine and things like that. Now, does that mean that I'm against those things? No. Like I said, if you feel like that is what's best for you, you go and do that. But for me personally, I don't believe in those things because you don't know the actual agenda behind those things. Now, I am by no means a conspiracy theorist. Okay, I am by no means a conspiracy theorist. But at the same time, you have to be aware that sometimes they are doing these things for profit. If not now, then later on down the line. For example, these pharmaceutical companies, they are out here finessing a lot of people. Okay, they're giving you these medicines and these pills that will keep you sick. Okay, they're only going to hide and mask the symptoms. They're not actually healing you from within. Okay, and this is something that I realized a long time ago. I haven't taken actual medicine in years. I'm 20 years old. I turned 21 in a couple of days. And I've been healthy for a while now. You know, I might get a cold every other year, but it's never something serious. Okay, I'm never really sick like that because I just take care of my body. I don't need medicine. Okay, to me, you only need medicine as a last resort. In my opinion, if you are not really, really sick to the point that you're already in the hospital, or if you're not an at-risk person, you probably don't need to be taking medicine. A lot of things that you think you need medicine for can be healed through natural remedies. Okay, just simple things. Things that seem too simple to be effective, but they are. The results are found through consistency over years. For example, eating healthy. A lot of people neglect their diets, yet they go out and get these vaccines. You know, what's that going to do for you? You're still compromising your immune system and your overall health by eating these crappy foods. Getting a vaccine is only going to patch things up for the meantime, but in the long run, you're still screwing yourself over. Exercise. A lot of people are not going to the gym. They're not going for runs. They're not exercising. They're using this virus as an excuse to stay in the house all day, which you can get in a good workout at home, mind you. But they're using this virus as an excuse to not eat healthy, to not exercise, and they're literally contradicting themselves by doing that because you're only making your immune system weaker. You're only making your body's ability to fight off not only this virus, but any other virus or any other sickness way less effective. You know, you have to start from within. You have to start off by taking preventative measures from within as opposed to waiting until they give you these medicines or these vaccines and things like that. You know, like I said, I'm not saying that these things are not going to help you, but what I'm saying is that you don't know that just yet, especially with something so new. And that's why I do not plan on taking this vaccine anytime soon. You know, at least within this year or the next couple of years, because I need to see how it affects other people first. You know, I'm not going to be a test dummy. I'm not a lab rat. I'm not going to do that. I value my health. I spent years building my health up to the point that it is now, and I'm not going to throw it all away because they want to make money. And obviously, the vaccine itself is free, but you have to think big picture. What type of health issues can these vaccines present over time? This is where they're going to make their money, okay, in the long run, through the medical industry. They are making money off of sick people, okay, which is not right. That is not right. It doesn't make sense for people to profit off of other people's illnesses, but that's the way that it is right now. And I refuse to be a part of that. Instead, I'd rather focus on eating healthy, working out, and taking cold showers. You know, these are all things that are going to help boost your immune system and help your body fight off any type of disease or virus that might come its way. Now, obviously, I'm not invincible. You know, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I am invincible. But I haven't had a flu vaccine in years, probably 5 or 6 years, and I have not gotten the flu once at all during that time. I've been in the same house with my parents who have had the flu and brought the flu around me and cooked my food with the flu. And I still haven't gotten sick. I still haven't contracted it. Or if I did contract it, I was able to fight it off in a very timely fashion because I take care of my body. And yes, I'm young and that helps. But like I said, I take care of my body. There's young people dying from the virus every day. But I take care of my body at a level that a lot of people don't do. And not only that, but I practice mindfulness, meditation, you know, strengthening of the mind. You have to understand that your mind has a great deal of influence over your body. And if your mind's not right, your body is going to suffer as a result. That's why when you're stressed out, you start getting breakouts, things like that, because your body reacts to the mind. Literally, your body's only job is to carry your brain. So you have to work on mindfulness as well. If you're constantly living in fear of the virus and you're living based on the numbers and the agendas that they push your way, then of course, you're going to be more susceptible to the virus because you're in an unhealthy state of mind. You know, your mental diet is not being taken care of. This is why I don't watch the news. Okay, the news is there to spread fear. Every time I go on the news, I see bad news every time. And obviously, there are bad things happening in the world, but there are a lot of good things happening as well. But the news knows what sells. The news knows how to play mind games with people. It knows how to, play into people's psychological fears. And I promise you, if you get away from the news and you get away from social media and you stop looking at these numbers that they're giving you, that you don't even know are real, mind you, you're going to feel a lot better mentally. Okay, you're mentally going to feel a lot better, and that's going to translate to your physical body. Okay, your mind controls your body. Now, with all that being said, I am aware that if everyone gets the vaccine, that's obviously going to help prevent mutations. But at the same time, I don't think that that's worth risking my health. Okay, I don't think that it's worth risking my personal health. Because, like I said, I don't know what is actually in that vaccine. I don't know how it's going to affect people over time. And not only that, but me getting the vaccine won't prevent me from spreading the virus. Just because I get the vaccine doesn't mean I can't contract and carry the virus. It'll just mean that I'm asymptomatic. Which, if anything, that would make things worse. Because now I don't know that I'm sick, so I'm going around living my life like normal, spreading it to everyone that I come in contact with. Now, I could be completely wrong about that, but my point still stands. You don't know the actual agenda behind these things. I don't know the actual agenda behind these things, except that a lot of it is to make money. So with that being said, the best thing that you can actually do for your health is to take preventative action by taking care of your body. It is that simple. Eat healthy, drink water, get enough sleep, cold showers, exercise. If you do those 5 things right there, you'll be good, vaccine or not.